So I build electric guitars, and when I'm not doing that, I'm doing band stuff or listing stuff on eBay. I don't really have any spare time to earn any extra pocket money. So I figured I'd just Truman Show myself and pimp out my privacy. This is Last Chance Arcade. Hey guys, happy Monday, welcome back. And to those of you who haven't been here before, welcome. I've got a bit of a confession to make, to be totally honest with you. I didn't really get a chance to film anything this Monday. I filmed this humble crumpet, bit of butter, bit of jam. I got like a 2-second clip of a burger I had for lunch. But otherwise, I was so knackered from the guitar show, and I didn't want to do anything. But that's fair, right? I've been doing this for like approaching a month now, with a constantly turning over new material, and I reached a point where I just needed a day, and I took the day, and now I'm massively behind. So I just decided, what I did was, when I was at work the next day, I just videoed myself sanding the neck, and just inserted that footage in here. So if any of you get that far, statistics say you've already clicked off now, so for those of you that are still here, hi. Yeah, sorry. But in other news, it's Music Monday, and I've been racking my brain with what to talk to you about music-wise, and there's just been this one album that's come out this week? Possibly this week? I can't stop listening to it. Absolutely incredible. So it's a band called No More Kings. I got into them years ago when I heard Sweep the Leg, which is a Karate Kid kind of homage. And I went and looked into them, and basically their albums are all kind of references to old movies, 80s movies and stuff. So the first album's got... Oh, of course my brother's ringing me. Of course my brother's ringing me when I'm way behind on absolutely everything. Okay, I'm just going to answer that and come back. Okay, I'm back. He just wanted to tell me about his Jaguar and his Range Rover, his windmill that he's renovating, and the holiday has just been on. So now that's over with, I'm going to continue trying to make some money on YouTube with my clapped out old phone. So yeah, No More Kings. They are absolutely incredible. The singing voice on this guy, like, there's a little bit of auto-tune, but you know, it still tickles that special part of me that I shouldn't say that. It still hits the right spots, basically. So the album that they've just brought out, it came out on 17th of July. Yeah, it's not brand new, but it's their latest one. So it's called Board Games. No, it's not. It's just called Board. Just called Board, and it's about board games. So, track list in here: Trivial Pursuit, Battleship, Checkmate, all board game related. So there's like a Cluedo one, Monopoly one, Game of Life, that kind of stuff. And it's so addictive. Like, there's one song on here called Sorry, and I just can't stop listening to it. Like, it just hits all the right spots. It's so nice. And there's one that's like it's like Michael Bublé, but I can't remember which one it is. Is it I Don't Have a Clue? I don't know. I probably shouldn't press play while I'm recording, should I? Oh, of course I don't have any signal anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, if you haven't listened to these guys, go and blast them out. They're absolutely fantastic. In fact, I could probably find a blurb on Apple Music, because I'm an Apple Music guy. So a little backstory to No More Kings. No More Kings is essentially the creation of singer-songwriter Pete Mitchell, a native of Providence, RI, or IL? RL? Where could that be? Michigan? Roanoke? No, I don't know. Mitchell moved around a lot as a child thanks to his Air Force father. In middle school, he met and became good friends with guitarist Neil Robbins, and though they played shows together throughout high school, It wasn't until college that the first incarnation of No More Kings was officially formed. The two added bassist Adam Degradation to their lineup and played shows all around New England. Eventually, though, the original duo decided to move out to Los Angeles with a very different band they'd been playing in, effectively ending the Kings. When that other group ultimately dissolved, Mitchell turned his attention back to the visual arts, which he'd studied in college, and found work at Disney and the Jim Henson Company animating video games. Hello. By 2005, he was sick of creating for other people and wanted to concentrate more on his own work out of the blue. His old pal Robbins, now of Dirt Poor Robbins, called him up saying, we'll call him Derek. Called up saying Derek had started the record label Astonish Entertainment and wanted to sign No More Kings. That was all the puss Mitchell needed. Puss? Did I say puss? That was all the puss that Mitchell needed. And soon enough, he reinstated the name and written enough material for an album. With Robbins in the production seat, No More Kings' self-titled effort appeared through Astonish in March 2007. That's the one with the Karate Kid song on it. And it's considered by Mitchell to be a thank you letter to the 80s. The album filtered pop culture references, Karate Kid, Knight Rider, Muppets, etc., through upbeat pop rock with a slight funk edge. It is very funky. And that's... it looks like there's more to read, but it won't let me read anymore. I guess they just copied and pasted it and hit the character limit. So yeah, what have we got? They've got an album called Back, which is the one that really drew me in. Like, I learned about them with Sweep the Leg, and then when this one came out, Back, it's a whole album about Back to the Future. So funky, man. 1.21 gigawatts, I think they call it in the film. Calvin Klein, Crispin Glover, they do a cover of The Power of Love, like 1,000 bands before them, but theirs is second best, right after I Fight Dragons. That is a Power of Love cover. Oh yes, very good. I'd recommend to go listen to that too. Anyway, quite a lot of waffle, so I'm gonna, let me think up a little quote. Actually, no, don't let me think one up, because last time I did that, it was pretty shit. So I'll leave you with an actual quote. So this is a quote from the boss, Martin Luther. He says, "Beautiful music is the art of the prophets that can calm the agitations of the soul. It is one of the most magnificent and delightful presents God has given us." And I couldn't agree more with you, to be honest. Like usually at work, I'll stick on some YouTube, stick on a podcast, and just kind of scuttle away doing my thing. But since I've started the YouTube channel, and I need my mind to be creative and, possibly think about things I can talk to you in these humble closing moments, I can't do it if I'm listening to words. If people are talking at me, my brain just kind of phases out. I just kind of phase back in at the end of the day. Whereas if I'm listening to music, it lets your mind wander. It kind of inspires you. It's great stuff. And just like the old, cathedrals and stuff, you can see, what are they called? Like a cymatic plate thing. It's you can see the same patterns in the engravings in cathedrals. I think that sound had a much bigger implication in the past than it does today. So look into that. That's quite a good conspiracy. See ya.